Okay, so part four. We formed the revolution. We formed the republic. The revolution has gone off without a flaw or a hitch away. One of the old growthers, perhaps the biggest name in Talossan history that wasn't Ben, ditched literally the day of. Wait, no, don't let me in. Don't make me a part of this. I don't want to piss him off. To think I let you hug me. But fact is that, forgive me for having gone through all that and then being a little reticent about packing it in and going back to the same place we just came from. And then I don't want it to seem like we're coming with our tails tucked between our legs and our heads hanging low. I guess we're back. I would prefer to say is the kingdom has been liberated and free for some time, and they're asking us come back, and we've got our sentiment to come back, and they're both mutual, equal, rather than please come back, we need you, we don't have enough people, we don't have enough of excitement, we don't have enough blah blah blah, and not or nor any, oh please take us back, we're bored, we don't have enough people, we don't have enough excitement. And it was more like, hey, wouldn't it be great if we were both one country again? Oh my God, Jinx! You owe me a Coke! You owe me a Coke. Baby. So, that's the... I want it to be... forgive my reticence and my reluctance, but I just don't want this to turn out to be something that blows up in our face. I want it to be successful for everybody. And so I'm glad that I've gotten to know Mr. Hooligan. Started to get to know the king and become familiar with each of them. And to... it's kind of rekindled some of that old passion I had. And I found that 2 weeks ago, I had actually a couple months ago when some of this talk really, really ramped up and the legislation was starting to be drafted, I had said, look, I don't like this. I have problems with this. I think you guys are way too eager to do this. And we're going to regret this. But that being said, I want to simply voice my opinion, but if it is the wishes of the majority of the Republicans to reunify, then I don't want to stand in the way, nor will I refuse to go. I'll go with you because you wish to. Which, if I'm just an asshole looking for power, then why would I be a follower? I mean, I'm saying, I don't know you guys, doesn't seem right. And they're like, please come with us. And I'm like, and I'm not saying they're begging me. I'm just saying they'd rather have me than not have me. And plus, I'd just be a schmuck if I just sat there and went, no, I'm not going. To hell with all of you. So I thought, all right, you know what? We did the Republic together. We should be going through this together. And it's nice that in the last 2 weeks or so that I feel like it's ramping up. These are the last days of the Republic as we know it. And if the Republic ever emerges again, it's going to be... it's going to be hard to reconcile there. It's like, I love you, and I hate you, and I break up with you. Oh, take me back. I don't want that to be, I want this to be a big deal. I would like this to be closer to like the Koreas made up, or when East and West Germany got back together, where once there was animosity and hatred, we realized, we do share a common culture and certain principles, so let's kind of get over ourselves for 5 minutes and reunify the returnature. And part of that is Mr. Lord Baron von Hooligan Pants and I have been working on a proposal with the College of Arms to get my coat of arms in place because I have been knighted, and the kingdom has never rescinded my knighthood. They have, in fact, received reassurances from the Baron and the King that that knighthood stands as legal as anything. And this is essentially the design that we came up with, which is actually the exact design I came up with for my Cap City Mob project. It is, of course, reversed, so it should be pointing that way. But it is red, black, red on the shield with a tiger. That is actually a tiger, believe it or not. An argent, a silver tiger. Heraldic, I hate that word. Ugly to pronounce in any way, shape, or form. Tiger, because back then medievalists did not know exactly what it looked like. So they look at that and they go like, that's like a wolf head and kind of a lion body, and it's got the claws, and it's got to scratch your eyes out. Watch out, he's coming for you. Rawr. And for somebody who is, who has named himself warrior, based on his combative nature, it makes sense to have the tiger, which is medievally a symbol of fightiness, and red, which is a color of, I guess, martiality, fightiness. So that essentially is going to be it. And it was like, I said, here's what I designed years ago. What do you think? And he was like, that looks great. Let me just make sure it fits. And I'm like, well, no, let's explore other options. Let's try it with a chevron. Let's try it with the cross and the saltire and all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, let me work that out for you. And he came back and I was like, you know what? I kind of still like this. And so that is set to debut. But I'm very lucky because how many people in the kingdom have their very own ceramic stein with their coat of arms, although imperfect, in place so that they can drink out of this dusty piece of work. And they drink their Talossa brew. It's so parched. I need my water. Yeah. So I'm actually very excited, and the Baron has made extra special effort to make me feel welcome, I think, and to help guide me into place. My oldest son, Zach, has gotten excited and said, oh, I want to do this, and he's already applied for his kingdom citizenship, and he's already in the pipeline. He's already begun doing what he's supposed to be doing. Although, as of right now, I don't know if he has posted to Kingdom Wit as of yet, although he has been told, do it. Immigration. Zachary Johnson, 2112 today, has responded. So, he has posted twice. Oh my goodness. Forgive me, I have just now seeing this. He posted in the Apple iPad. Yep, that's my boy, all right. But yeah, he was really genuinely excited, and his assignment this past weekend was to read Invasion of the Androids, so he got a taste of Talossan history. I really should have gotten him by saying, I expect you to read the big history in this entire weekend, you do nothing else, and he was in trouble for something, so I punished him by making him Talossa. And I'm using Talossa like a verb, not like a noun, as in, like I made him pancakes. And so, you go Talossa, young man. So, again, very excited. The Baron is already on board to try and get me fluent in the language, which you think after all these years is 14 years that I would be more familiar, especially since I'm a linguophile. I like languages. I showed you a little bit of my office and stuff. let me show you. Down on these shelves here, which you really can't see because you see that binder with the green? That's my copy of the Big History, by the way. But on the shelves below this area, on this shelf down here, you can see there and the shelf below it, just languages, just language stuff. So I'm a linguophile. I like languages. So why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I know it by now? And so he's agreed to. He's like, we're gonna get you fluent. It's gonna happen. Just trust me. I wasn't into this. The king got me into it. You're gonna be into it, and that's all there is to it. And I'm like, sweet. I love languages, and yet I am not fluent in anything but English. I am fluent, however, in various English accents. And my greatest fear is that if somebody hears my English accent, they will go, yeah, that's pretty good for an American. I did an English accent on stage in a play a few years ago, and after the play was over, after each performance, we were encouraged to go out among the crowd and shake hands and say, thank you very much for showing up. So I'm on stage this entire time talking like this. Why aren't you doing what you're supposed to do? I don't understand. And you should come here. We're going to put on a performance that you wouldn't believe. It's absolutely fabulous. And the rest of you are going to be outside. And so I did did this accent. And then I get off stage. Hey, thank you very much for coming. And they all go, you're an American. I go, like, since birth. So I must have done something right. But then again, I figured to the untrained ear, I definitely sound English, but I wanted to sound genuinely English. I would like for somebody to, because I am an Anglophile, and so it would be nice if somebody heard that and go, sounds pretty damn genuine to me. Sound pretty genuine for all you. Plus, I do not like it when people say British accent. There's no such thing as a British accent. English accent's generally what you're thinking, because constituent parts of Britain. Let's move on to another part. What do you say we do part 5?